Hello, stampers and crafters. This is Kevon from ktstamps.com, creating cards for you. And it is a lovely Wednesday here in Seattle. And I am just saying hello and thank you for joining me today. Today is our official hump back sketches. So we are working on our sketches, and yes, it is more designer series paper, or in shorthand, DSP. So thank you for joining me today. This is our fabulous sketch we are doing today. It's from Mojo Monday. It was designed by Julie Tillman. Thank you. I love all your sketches. They're absolutely friggin' gorgeous. But anyway, I want you to know that today we are using the Delicate Dreams Specialty Designer Series paper. And yes, I have just torn the crap out of this little paper because it's just been so beautiful. Look at this. It's specialty because there ends up being a copper color in all of these. And I'm going to keep this one out. And you can see the copper, and then there's designs on the back, and they're made up of crumb cake, mossy meadow, I think Secret Sea, Night of Navy, maybe a little bit of gray granite. So anyway, this is one side and these are the other. So I'm using both of the cards today, and I'm using this designer series paper. They're pretty much the same, but you know, sometimes you just got to do it, add different sentiments, enjoy life, and create something that is easy and simple. So today, my first card looks like this. I just think it's beautiful. It's very fun, and you know, I love a good friendship card. On the inside, it just has the designer series paper on the side and then leaves you open to write whatever you would like. So that's what we're going to use. So I want to include, this is the crowd cover, and it is faux linen ribbon. Really nice, really wonderful to work with. I put it on the inside here to just kind of cover up the split between the two designer series paper. This is Night of Navy. This is part of the designer series paper, and it looks like a great linen color with crumb cake. This is one part of the designer series paper. This is another side. And then I used these, and these are classified as part of the suite as a delicate whisper dies. This little die right down here in the bottom, and it fits with all these flowers. And I just want to show you, and that's what I cut it out with. So you just take that. Love a good designer series paper that has fabulous designs on it, and all you got to do is use your dies to cut it out. And that's all I did. It was easy. So much fun. This one looks like it has crumb cake and a little bit of the gray granite. This one down here looks like it is some Secret Sea and also some Night of Navy. And then, of course, you have the mossy meadow sitting there. So that's what I used. I stamped the Grateful for Your Friendships with the popped up petals, and it's just right here. I just thought that was just really a great way to say hello. I'm just thankful for everything that you do for me. And I did exactly what The measurements are on here. The only difference is that I think I added a layer on the card base. So that's what I did with both cards that I did. So we're going to get ourselves busy to getting ready to do this. This is on the other side of the linen paper. Isn't that beautiful? I just think I love all this copper. This is my ribbon. I already have my dimensionals on my flowers that I cut out. My sentiment is ready. Now this is 4x3, and it's what I'm going to put this on because I am not a straight girl. I am a crooked girl. Okay, and I just really want to make sure that I get this as straight as possible. Then I have the inside with a 1/2 inch piece on the outside. So we're going to get ourselves started, and I'm going to bring in my little silicone pad because I love it so much. And all we are doing is getting ready to add this crumb cake onto the front of our card base. So we got that part that's done and ready. Then we are going to bring in our white piece, and we are just going to, isn't that great, on the other side? Oh, I love specialty paper. Oh, just makes me feel so good. All right, so we're going to take this green, and I'll get that out of the way so you can at least see the card, and we are going to put that all the way in the corner. And we are, I'm going to see if I can try it again. I may take off part of the card. I'm going to take off part of the card, so we are just going to lay it down and let a little white show. If the white shows that much, then look at this. I love those flowers. Then I will cut the bottom off, just a little bit on the bottom. Okay, and then I'm going to butt this right up against the green and lay it down. So this is what it's going to look like. From here then, we are going to add our ribbon. And all I'm going to do is bring in my little dots, make sure they're going the same direction, make sure they peel off. For our glue dots, let me see if I can get it up. Nope. There we go, there's one up. Let's see if the other one comes off. Of course not. And all I'm trying to do is get it down, get it to peel off. All right, so from here, there's not a lot of difference, but I like to put that glue dot down, and maybe that's what I should have done in the first place. And then just bring that all the way around. So it looks like we have just covered up the middle. And I'm going to make sure that that lays down flat. So from there, we are just going to bring in our dimensionals. And for the most part, most of the sticky stuff came off in the back here. So that's really easy. So now all I have to do is cut and just paste that down. And cut some more. So I'm just cutting off the bottom because it seems like it has already lost the covering. And I am just going to put this in the, let's go ahead and put this down below. Yeah, I have things all over the place. And then we're going to cut one more big one. And we're going to put that one right in the corner. And I just have to peel this. So we have that one all ready to lay down. And I'm just going to center it. Boy, you guys cannot see anything, can you? Sorry about that. I'm going to center that right in the middle. Then I'm going to bring in my sentiment that I have. And I am just going to attach it straight onto the card. One of the reasons that I do is because the ribbon lifts up, so I want to make sure that the ribbon stays down. There we go. And then I'm going to turn these guys over and take off the back. So all I'm doing is getting rid of the back, and I'm going to put this one on the bottom. And just kind of, I'm framing in the, excuse me, I'm framing in the sentiment. And there our card is. So that's what the card looks like. So let me get this out of the way. And these are the two cards. Now, I forgot, I did tell you about the ribbon, so that's great. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I keep forgetting sometimes. So, I'll put that up there just a little bit higher so you can see it. All right, so now our next card that we are having, and you guys, please make sure that you follow me, like me, follow me on Facebook, follow me and like me on YouTube. Ring the little follow me button and notification so then you know that I've just added a new and fabulous post to my YouTube. And every Wednesday I am available trying to give you guys some of the best cards that I think I can create. Now this card is Crumb Cake. And it has these lovely, lovely, lovely little ladybugs. I love myself a good ladybug. And this is called the Ladybug Picnic 3D Embossing Folder. So we have that, and it's on the back. I thought about putting a little bit of white ink over it, but then I thought, you know, this just has a lot going on. So I really don't want to add a lot more to take away from just this fabulous note, just letting people know that this is a note about you. And again, this is more of the Delicate Dreams specialty paper. This next piece, it comes from the Nature's Symphony dies. And it's this great big die. And I'm going to place it the other direction because I want to make sure that my little punched inside then will be on the other side. And this is a piece of the Mossy Meadow and gold trim. So that's what I'm using next. And I just love this. It just kind of makes that bottom of the note just kind of shine, adds to the little flowers that are in copper. And this really shows the crumb cake and the veins that are done in copper on the white. So I really like that. Then I changed and put this on the opposite side just to kind of give it a little bit of a flare on the inside. And the stamp then comes from the Fragrant layers, and it's just a note. I love that. Just a note. How easy is that? Okay, and then, of course, our 3 banner punch is what we are using then for the punches. And I punched it, and then I stamped. So that's how I got that. So we're going to move right into that. So here I have my crumb cake base. As I open this and bring everything out, you can see these cute little ladybugs. And you know, it would be a great thing just to add a little bit of white over this, so then you could see those little ladybugs just a little bit more. You could add, I thought about adding also Night of Navy, because this is a piece of its cardstock, and it would just highlight them just a little bit. But I really wanted this to be the star and something in the background. Okay, so I already have everything on the inside, so now I am just going to put together the outside. Bring back in my silicone pad. One thing I do want to talk about is this is my piercing pad. You can see lots and lots of holes for my piercing. But I just put a cover over that, so in case I got anything on it, then it's really easy just to remove the tape and change out the paper. And this I use every time I stamp with my Photo Palmer stamps. Okay, so you have that. So we're going to turn this over, bring in our glue, because look at all the little divots that it has in here. And I want to make sure that everything fits together. And thank you for everybody who has supported me. I really have appreciated that. I just think that this is what I love, and I really appreciate those people that take time just to give me a shout out, give me a like, follow me. It makes my day. I really do. It just kind of keeps me going. So there we go. We got this. And remember, you don't want to liquid glue your life away. You just want to glue it enough that everything stays. So I'm going to move that up. Then I'm going to bring in my same piece of 4x3 paper. And we're going to use the opposite side now. And we are going to add the flowers, because I thought flowers, ladybugs, how precious is that? Greenery, ladybugs, yeah, I'd say that's true. So we got that. And this time I'm going to leave, you know, I'm not going to add anything in the middle, because I want the leaves to be the number one thing that we are looking at. Turn this, butt it up against, and then lay it down. So there you go. Ta-da! Thank you to whoever is watching me. I really appreciate your kindness. I really appreciate the fact that you are watching. So I don't know who you are, but I just think thank you, thank you, thank you. You've made my day. So from here, we are just going to put this in the middle of our layer and card base. All right, so we have that. And I left this a little bit white because I also thought that it's okay if a little bit of white shows here, because that will also add the ladybugs, and it will also allow you to see the different contrast between the Night of Navy with ladybugs and the Night of Navy with copper flowers. So we're going to move that up. We're going to bring in our leaf. Now this time, our leaf is going to go this way, so then when I put this on here, I'm going to take it a little bit more to the side, then I can put the little notches to the outside. So that's the only thing that I'm going to change on this. And I'm also changing the fact of how I am layering it. This one comes off a little bit on the top and on the side, and this one I want it to lay all the way across. Yes, it wasn't a mistake when I did that, even though I do make mistakes like that all the time. So as we are just putting on a little bit of dab of glue. And I'll show you my glue when I'm done. You don't want lots because you really don't want this to run off the side. And you can see I'm just putting it all on my leaves and leaving just a little bit. I've put just a little bit at the bottom. Put a little bit down here so this end stays, but outside of that, that's where my glue is. So I'm going to bring that, turn this over, place this down, and then I am just going to lay this down. I'm going to pinch it just a little bit together. There we go. So everything stays on here. So that's what we have as far as this goes. So now I am going to, wouldn't you know, yes, here we go. I'm going to just take my ribbon and I'm going to just tie a knot with the ribbon. As I do so, I just want a little bit of a knot. Okay, one that I can turn. And then I'm taking my scissors and all I'm going to do is angle my knot. So that's it. And then I'm getting out a glue dot, taking this, giving it a great big press, and I hope it comes out this time. Yes, yes, yes. And now all I'm doing is putting this at the bottom. So you see it kind of, the gold kind of mixes in a little bit with the copper. You can't really tell that much difference about it. So from here, I am just taking my little banner and I am going to add some glue dot or some dimensionals to it. I'm going to put my dimensionals flat, so then you can't see them from the sides. So they're just going on nice and flat. I'm just adding 3. So then when you look at them, you can't see. And just moving this out of the way so I can unpeel it. And then I'm taking my banner off to the side and I'm just adding it onto the front of my card. And that is my second card. I really like these cards that I'm creating with the designer series paper. Sometimes I get lost with the paper because I buy so much paper because I absolutely love it. And then I don't use it. So I have just decided that I wanted to spend some time using my designer series paper. So that's what I've been doing. And again, this has so much shine to it and so much going on. I really didn't want to add anything else to the card. So my cards that I have created today look like this. All the dimensionals all the dimensions and what papers I used for what cards, all that stuff, they're on my blog. And as you guys know, my blog is ktstamps.com, www.ktstamps.com. My first name is Kevon. Yes, a mother made up name. I absolutely love, 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 love creating cards for you, which is my motto. And I love this. And I want to keep hearing from you. I'll be back next Wednesday and show you a couple more cards that I will have created by then. And again, these are my cards that we created today. Please feel free to case these cards, to take a look at these cards, and, you know, if you like them, check them out. Do what you think that they need to do. Make them your own cards. So I love that. So you guys have a great, great day. I'll see you again next week. Thank you, thank you, Thank you for pulling me up today on this Facebook Live and saying, woohoo, you're pretty awesome. So take care, and you're awesome for joining me today. Thank you very much, you guys. Have a great day. Bye-bye.